Good morning, everybody. Today we are reading Proverbs 18 because today is April 18th. New International Bible version, NIV version. Really quickly, the reason why this series was started is because the book of Proverbs is solely based on wisdom. And this book has helped me grow. So I started this series to help other people grow and have understanding of the book of Proverbs. I drop my little gems that I receive in my spirit in these recordings as well, in addition to the readings, which makes them not ordinary readings. Anything that needs to be broken down further gets broken down further. I know you lying. Anything that needs to be broken down further gets broken down. The NIV version is pretty much it's broken down already, but there's still some parts that might need a little bit more breaking down. But anyway, let's get into the reading. An unfriendly person pursues selfish ends, and against all sound judgment starts quarrels. That's arguments, foolishness. Fools find no pleasure in understanding, but delight in airing their own opinions. When wickedness comes, so does contempt, and with shame comes reproach. The words of the mouth are deep waters, but the fountain of wisdom is a rushing stream. It is not good to be partial to the wicked and so deprive the innocent of justice. The lips of fools bring them strife, and their mouths invite a beating. Beat down? No, because, sometimes we could, that mouth could get you a beat down real quick. The mouth of fools are their undoing, and their lips are a snare to their very lives. The words of a gossip are like choice morsels. They go down to the inmost parts. One who is slack in his work is brother to one who destroys. The name of the Lord is a fortified tower. The righteous run to it and are safe. Y'all, I had some ganache this morning. That was my first time having it, and I don't really care for it. I don't really care for it. That will not be a staple. That will stay in my pantry. But if any of you have tried it and you like it, that's cool. But me, I don't care for ganache. I know that was so random, but it's just like haunting my memory bank right now. The wealth of the rich is their fortified city. They imagine it's a wall too high to scale. That goes back to that statement I made previously in one of the other Proverbs in reference to like the wealthy. Their money like literally becomes their god to the point where they feel and think they untouchable. Oh, baby. No amount of money can ever make anybody untouchable. Let's just be clear on that. No amount of money can make anyone untouchable. And guys, yes, these things are cool, material things. We like them, We whatever, some more than others. However, don't let that be your motivation, if you get what I'm trying to say. Don't let materialistic things be your motivation, right? Because materialistic things are just that. And like, it's so crazy because like thinking and looking back, is so many things that I like felt like I wanted or I needed materialistic wise. Yeah, a lot of that I don't even have right now. But at one point I felt that I needed or wanted them so bad. So, I don't know. But that's me. I don't know. Before a downfall, the heart is haughty, but humility comes before honor. To answer before listening, that is folly and shame. The human spirit can endure in sickness, but a crushed spirit, who can bear? And guys, that's the enemy's sole goal, to crush our spirits. So once you get to a point where you're uncrushable, then you kind of slightly become untouchable. How and why? Because those things can't affect you. But see, you can only really comfortably do these things, like get to that mindset, by first giving your heart to Christ. Because like literally, without giving your heart to Him, you're not going to see past physical. So your focus is just mostly going to be based on physical. But I tell you guys all the time, life is so much deeper than that. It's so much deeper than the physical. It's deeper than what we see. There are technicalities that take place behind the scene that we can't even see. Please understand that these technicalities taking place behind the scenes are very crucial to the things that take place in the physical. Half of the things taking place in the physical wouldn't even be able to take place if these spiritual things were not being done in their spiritual realm. For instance, right? There could be a whole demon trying to take you out. And you'll have a whole angel fighting that demon. Well, they're both technically angels, because the demon is just a fallen angel. It's a bad angel. But you'll have that angel fighting that demon for you behind the scenes. Mind you, you don't even see and know this is taking place, especially if you're not seeing spiritually, right? So you don't see none of this stuff taking place, and you just bopping around, on your Arnold stuff, walking down the street, not even knowing that there's a whole spiritual warfare taking place for you to even comfortably walk down the street. But anyway. The heart of the discerning acquires knowledge, for the ears of the wise seek it out. A gift opens the way and ushers the giver into the presence of the great. In a lawsuit, the first to speak seems right until someone comes forward and cross-examines. Casting the lot settles disputes, and keeping strong opponents apart. Casting the lot settles disputes and keeping strong opponents. It's just in reference to properly dispersing the whether it be funds or property or whatever, properly dispersing whatever item needs to be dispersed, so that the peace can be kept. Brother wronged is more unyielding than a fortified city. Disputes are like the barred gates of a citadel. From the fruit of their mouth, a person's stomach is filled. With the harvest of their lips, they are satisfied. The tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruits. He who finds a wife finds what is good and receives favor from the Lord. The poor plead for mercy, but the rich answer harshly. One who has unreliable friends soon comes to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. And we thank God for those friends because, and listen, right? It said friend, not with an S, which means when it comes to that word, you'll have a remnant amount in your life. That's a small amount, very small amount. Especially true ones. I mean, as it said, it didn't even have an S at it. The end of the word friend. So that gives me the David and Jonathan vibe. Because Jonathan was like a true friend to David to the point where they was closer than brothers. To the point where their relationship was tight. And it wasn't even nothing perverted or nothing. It was just a real friendship. Like David and Jonathan's friendship was epic. It's hard to come across stuff like that now. Well, no, depending on where you at and, things of that nature, you can. But you'd have to be in the right place at the right time. And you definitely, they busy, y'all see. And you definitely want to keep and have discernment and ask God for discernment. Because sometimes we'll be thinking that somebody's our friend for real, and they're really not. They're just a destiny destroyer. They're just somebody sent to slow you down, procrastinate you, distract you, throw you off your course, and things of that nature. So we want to ask God for discernment for the people in our lives, because it's 2024, baby. They active outside. It actually be demons that specifically come out at specific times to trigger certain feelings such as anger, irritation. Matter of fact, let me see where my other phone at. Because I took pictures from the book that I was telling you guys about, the Dictionary of Demons. Guys, there are specific demons. Okay, this one is about the demon of fire. Yeah, see, right here, they talking about this one demon named, A thesiel, a demon who is bound to appear only once per day in the 11th portion of time when their hours of the day are divided into 15 equal parts. Right. And then Budar is a night demon willing to appear only during the hours of darkness. Yeah. But listen, guys, this stuff is real. This stuff is deep. There's a lot of spiritual technicalities going on behind the scenes that we are not aware of. And I just really, in this year, need us to start becoming more aware so that we can properly start doing things and living life how we're supposed to, respectfully. Because there's too many people in this mental darkness because of these spiritual things taking place behind the scenes that they're unaware of. And they're just thinking it has something to do with just what they see in the physical. No, sweetie, it's way past that. So, yeah. But the reading has been over. Y'all know how I do. If you're familiar with these videos, then you know how I do. But if you're new, right, that's what I do. I drop gems, spin-offs. All of my spin-offs are gem related. Okay? GEM, gem related. So catch them. You know? I'm not just finna sit here talking just to be talking. No, I don't like that. Like, if I'm gonna talk, it gotta make sense, it gotta be funny, or it gotta be like, yo, for real, I'm not playing with you. Get your shit together type, you know what I'm saying? So, just know I don't talk just to talk. No, that's not what we do here. But for these Proverbs of the day, the same Proverbs will be getting read every month. I just want to stress this because I don't want anybody to, when next month come, get dizzy and be like, we did that last month. No. If you are willing to continue this journey out, I welcome you. If you wish to take a break, sit it out, that's fine too. You know, whatever you're most comfortable with. This was just created for me to help people who want to grow, because this is what helped me grow. You know, so repetitively reading this word every month. The same 31 chapters will be read every month. On each day, the same chapter for that day. The only difference is new gems will be dropped and new revelations will be dropped in each month. That's the only difference. But as far as the specific reading goes, it's never going to change. It's always going to be the NIV version, Proverbs. And whatever date it is for that day, that's the proverb we're going to be reading on. Whatever gems get dropped in my spirit that day at that time of the recording, they'll be released in a video. Like that. Okay. So, if you are true to this and not new to this, then you already know what time it is. It is the you and me must never part. But it is well, because if it is the Father's will, we will all be back tomorrow. Because every day is called what? The present, which is a gift. In that gift is something called time. We don't know how big or small that package is each day. We don't know. We know how much time is allegedly allotted in a day, but us per se, we cannot say. We don't know. Nobody knows how much time they have. With that said, appreciate it. Take it for what it is, a present. Be thankful for it. Thank God for it. Because he didn't have to give it to you. There's some people right now who didn't get it. So take time to thank him for the fact that you did get it. Take time to repent for the things you did that don't feel right. That don't feel right. Right? And ask him to search your heart. Because that's the only house that the Bible refers to when it says to keep your house in order. I know that scripture tripped so many people up for years because, like, when I wasn't trying to grow spiritually, that scripture never really, like, popped for me until recent. And I've been reading to read, but not always to understand. Because see, there's a difference. When you read to understand, oh my gosh, it's so much different. And you know what's so crazy, right? Me and reading is funny because growing up, I used to love reading. Like, I used to have books glued in my hand. I used to be at the library all the time, checking out books, right? Reading. I love reading. And so, life happens, fast forward. I end up going to Job Corps. And I go to Job Corps. And I do the GED prep. Because I did the GED prep. I passed it with flying colors. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to pass the GED. So I don't need to put in too much work and effort. Ha. Hi, Kawaii Lily. I ain't gonna lie, I love Kawaii laugh. Especially on that interview meme. But no, so look, right? So how about your girl took the GED test? And the first time I took it, I got a 3310. That made my stomach, my body, my nerves, that made everything hurt. My ego, everything was hurt. Because here I was thinking, because I passed the GED prep, they get into my baby. I'm going crazy. The GED prep, I'm thinking because I passed that I was going to pass the GED with a breeze. Mind you, right? This is with the reading. Y'all stay with me, right? Boom. In order to pass your GED, you needed a 2350. I had a 2310. I was short by 40 points. That was 2 questions wrong. Had I just got 2 questions right, I'd have passed it with the minimum. But the way Job Corps was set up, it was like with the GED, you didn't have to retake the whole test. Thank God. My goodness, I thank God for that to this day. But I did not have to take the whole test over. So I chose, because, okay, guys, I left out a juicy, important patch of the story. When I first did the test, I did not read the reading portion of the test. Right? So me being me, try to be little Swifty feet. Because at that time, life was a race. I'm racing, right? I want to hurry up and get this over with. I don't read the reading section. I just try to answer the questions based off of my common sense and what I think. Now, to be fair, I can't determine if, that was where the fuck up happened. But I can definitely say this for sure. I bet you when your girl went to do the retake, I picked science and reading, right? For my 2 subjects to do over. This time with the reading, your girl read. Oh, I read. R-E-A-D. I read. So look, right? After that strenuous reading, anxieties, nerves, all this stuff, I'm just like, yo, I don't even want to do the science one. Like, can we just, with the reading one, can we just? And they're like, yeah, whatever. Cool beans. So for the reading one, I ended up getting 630, which then put my score at like 33, 40, or something like that. I still have my, where is that? I mean, the GED score is not really that important right now. But I could pull it up for y'all because I don't want nobody to think I'm lying or nothing. But what I got a lot of y'all for, right? The heck? But no, this was, a point that I was making. That there is a huge difference when you actually just take the time out to read. To understand. Right? Because when I just try to read the questions based off of my own interpretation and whatnot, that caused me to fail the test. But the moment I decided to read to understand, I then passed the test with flying colors. Yeah, I got a 2390 was my total score. Yeah, 2390. And ironically, the reading was the highest score. The reading was the highest score that I got. But yes, guys. So, reading to understand makes a huge difference versus when you're just trying to read something to read it. So the point of these series is reading to understand what's being said to us so we can start passing the test. Come on, guys. I just want y'all to pass like how I passed the second time around. But listen, guys, we love you guys so much. Please don't forget to give thanks unto the Lord. Because why? Because he is good. Fake it, because he is good. Y'all, we love y'all. And you know what? If you get the chance to, and there's somebody who you need to make things right with, make it right. Better sooner than later. Right? And don't forget forgiveness, because the same way God wants us to forgive each other, boom. Because if we can't forgive each other, he's not going to forgive us. So please forgive. Don't hold on to that offense. Because it ain't even about that person. It's about you and your relationship with the Lord. Your goal should just want to be pleasing him. So, ego and pride will make us be like, man, that person, they don't deserve my forgiveness. They don't deserve my apology, or whatever the case is. But spiritually correct, you're going to want to make right and forgive them, and also apologize if you was the one who was in the wrong. But I don't know how the weather is wherever you guys are, but over here it's a little gloomy doomy, but still gonna make the best of the day, because that stuff gets deliberately done too. Y'all better know it's demons who can actually manipulate the weather. You better believe they're working with them guys. Baby, when I tell y'all this stuff is so deep.